Oh, nope, it didn't work. Okay, hold on. Let me try again. Damn. Okay, what? I don't know why it won't go sideways. Hey everybody, this is Laura, the canine behaviorist and animal trainer with borntobewild.ca. I'm here live. We're going to introduce everybody. I'm just going to switch the view, so give us a second here. There we go. Alrighty. So we have with us, and I want to make sure I get everybody here. So if you guys, if you want to be on camera, go over here. Oopsies, sorry. YouTube's yelling at me about where I'm going. All right, so if you don't mind being on cam, that's where we're going to be. Yeah. Awesome.
Shy teenager, low. So it'll be husband and wife.
No worries, not at all. We are all about boundaries on this channel. All right, cool, cool, cool. So, all right, so we have the Carr family here with 8-month-old. Oh my God, I already forgot his name.
Gordon.
Gordon.
We were just talking about Finn, so that could be why.
Yeah. So our baby here, he's being very good because it's been a long day already, which is great because we want to work with a tired dog when we're training, okay? I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I want to see how crazy he is. We're trainers, we get it. We believe you. Like, I totally believe you when you tell me your dog's crazy. But we want them to be kind of exhausted when the trainer meets the dog so that the dog can actually focus, right? So because all of this is to help them, the parents, be able to repeat this stuff when they get home, right? So he's nice and tired. Normally, we have a problem with him being very excitable and jumping and things like that. Hi, Papa, watch. Good boy. You want a pet? You want to sniff me first? Check me out first? He's like, you got no treats? Okay, so see that body language? He's sniffing. He's So remember, when I go like this, it's the sign pets. See how he's like, no? That means he doesn't want my affection, but he sniffed the treats, which tells me he's interested in the food, which is great because then we have a good food-motivated puppy on our hands. And now, I'm just going to test him out a little bit, figure out his personality a tad. Hi, buddy. Up. There we go. Look at you looking all good for your parents. I know they're like, oh my God, she's going to think we're lying. Watch. Good boy. Come here. Good. So this tells me he's comfortable coming into my boundaries. That's good. That's what we want to see. Sit. Good. Watch. Good. Okay, come. Good boy. So he's also responding to positive commands. So when I'm telling him he's a good boy, he's looking at me like, huh, okay, right? So that's good. That lets me know, because dogs can have more than one motivation. So we want to pair up all the motivations that he has. So he enjoys being told he's a good boy, don't we all? And he also wants the treats. So that means when I'm training this dog, when the parents are training this dog, we're only going to use food and praise. We're not going to touch the dog. Touching your dog when they don't want to be touched or they're particular on being touched actually becomes a deterrent. So, excuse me. So if I keep touching him every time I practice recall, he's going to stop coming to me. He's like, no, I don't want to be touched. Go away. And then I'm never going to get my dog back, right? So instead, watch. Good boy. Come. Good boy. And then I pet him. See? There we go. And again, if I kept trying to pet him every single time, we're going to have problems. Now, as always, I always address calm leadership because the goal for any training, do me a favor and move him to the side of you. So right now, he immediately sat on mom's feet. Come okay? Here. So do a little jiggle, jiggle, tug, tug.
Gordon,
so there we go. So have him beside you and then tell him to sit.
Okay, sit.
And then don't say it again. Just wait for him to do it. There we go. A little tap on the bum is totally okay as well. That's perfectly fine. So what he did, he was like, okay, well, this is my mama, just so you know. So he's like, all right, I'm going to listen to you, but just so you know, she's mine. And so there's a lot of little bits of dog body language that communicates a lot that humans usually don't realize is happening, right? That's why I'm here. So first things first with calm leadership, all that is really is letting him know that they're the parents, he's the baby. Simplest form. They're in charge of safety and security, just like what is a parent? That's exactly it, to keep your kids safe, to direct them, and to turn them into functional adults, right? And to, for them to feel safe. That's exactly what pack leader does. It makes them feel safe, makes him know what the rules and the boundaries are so that he grows up to be a functioning member of his doggy society in their household, etc. So, sit. Good boy. Watch. Good, yes. And then if you want, you can mark it with a yes. Some people mark, some people don't. It's completely up to you. Mark meaning, yes, that's what I want you to do, just for consistency purposes. But again, honestly, it's optional. Look, good boy, or sorry, watch. What are you guys using, watch or look? What do you prefer? Okay, so then
yeah, nothing really.
My habits normally watch, so let's do that. We'll go on my habits. Now, is his foot touching, or is his bum on your foot?
Yep.
Okay, so the next time he does that, the second his butt touches your foot, I want you to just boop, like not a kick, but like a little like get off.
Like this, okay.
Yeah, just a little like get off of me, you know. And he'll just be like, and I want you to notice his face. His face will be like, I was trying. 'Cause
He's not on me yet, so that's good.
yeah, but he is in front of you. So have him get up again,
Hey, come here.
because he's going in front of you on purpose.
Hey, come here.
There we go. There we go.
Okay, sit.
Because he's a smart boy. Now, what I want you to do, because he's not listening to the verbal command, is stand right in front of him. So go right in front and then say sit.
Sit.
Perfect. Now go back to the side. Perfect. So all that is like it's a very calm, what did I say? That's what that is. So when I'm facing the dog and the dog won't listen, I'm going to go right in front. And that's saying, what did I just say? In a very calm way, right? So again, this is all about calm communication, right? So, watch. Good boy. He's like, she's going to start getting bossy. I don't know how I feel about this. Right, buddy? He's like, And you can sometimes tell. Now, it's a little toasty out, so he's naturally going to be panting and things like that. But if you're training in a cooler environment and you notice the dog is panting or the jaw is sort of doing this, that lets you know that they got big feelings. So they can be like anxious, or he's trying to figure things out too. Like if he's really stressed, and especially if he's trying to manipulate you guys, and the manipulation doesn't work, he's gonna be like, oh, and then he goes into almost like a panic of what can I do to get my control back. And then he'll do all the things that we don't like him doing, like jumping up on you, barking, pawing at you. All that kind of demanding behavior is exactly that. It is demanding. And what we want is to communicate with him that he can get cuddles, he can get food, he can get all the things in the world that he wants, playtime, if he's calm and he has good manners. We want him to ask permission for things instead of demanding things. Now, the simplest way to do obedience is having him earn food, play, and affection. Meaning, he just, sit. So see how he's back on your foot? Move him a little bit. So just
now he's still on the side. He's in front of me.
Okay. So then move him again though,
Hey,
because he's going directly in front of
Come
you.
here.
When he knows we keep moving him to the side. So context matters, right?
Okay.
We continuously, mom's moving him to
Sit.
the side constantly. And what is he doing? He breaks sit and sits on her foot. So that is purpose, on purpose. A lot of people don't think it is, but that is. It's so funny. Sometimes people think the dog is doing things on purpose when they're not, and then it's like reverse. So the little stinker was doing that on purpose. Now, so we're going to have him sit and look at us. So watch is solid eye contact before he receives pets, before he receives food, and before he receives any kind of play. So like if you're playing fetch, just he looks you, and he doesn't, for fetch, that is up to you if you want him to sit. If he's a good dog, it's not a big deal if he doesn't sit, but I do want him to look at you because we want to maintain eye contact basically at all times with our dog. What this does, the focus helps him do exactly that, focus. So if he's taught to look at you all the time, then he's focused on you all the time. This also helps him become calm. Because in order to be focused, you have to be calm. You can't stare at someone while running track, right? So he can't be running around doing his crazy little puppy antics and stare at you at the same time. So what his problem is, folks, is impulse control. And impulse control means whenever he gets excited, even good excited, bad excited, doesn't matter, he has a big reaction. For him, it's what is it that he like jumps on people and
jumps up, lots of licking.
Lots of licking. Okay, so that excessive licking can be a multitude of different things. But essentially, we don't want that to be a thing because it comes from a place of anxiety. So regardless of why he's anxious, it almost doesn't even matter because we know that we're in a safe environment. There's no need for the anxiety, right? Now, this is where it goes against all human grain, which is you want to correct the anxiety instead of feeding into it, right? And what that does is it constantly tells him that he should relax. So it's not that we're dismissing his feelings, but the thing is, he's not going to take dismissing feelings the same way a human does. Mm-hmm. If we did that to a kid, they'd be like, you don't love me anymore. And it's going to be this whole horrible, like traumatic event, right? Yeah. With a dog, they have a different brain. They receive that information differently. So when he's nervous and I'm like, hey, you're fine, he doesn't take it as a bad thing. He doesn't take it as a, you don't care about me, my feelings are invalid. None of those thoughts occur in his doggy brain. Mm-hmm. His doggy brain is, oh, I'm not supposed to do this, or I'm not supposed to feel that. And my response is, correct, you're not supposed to. It's not the situation for that. Now is not the time to be afraid. If a lion shows up, now that's the time to be afraid. If something scary and big, a bear shows up, now that's the time to be afraid. Mm-hmm. But if a squirrel shows up, now is not the time to be afraid. A leaf goes by, not the time to be afraid. A kid goes by on the bike, not the time to be afraid. Mm-hmm. Another dog walks by. None of these things are any instances that you should be afraid, right? So we want to communicate to him that basically everything is fine, nothing's scary in the world, and you need to be calm and you need to be focused, and you get whatever you want. Because really, his whole life is he wants to sniff, he wants to play, he wants food, and he wants your affection. That's his whole life, right? Yep. And so we're going to give that to him as long as he's calm and he's focused. And okay, watch to see if he sits on your, I like that he was about to sit in between. And then he almost was like, wait, nope, I can't. Oh, is he going to do the thing? Is he going to sit where he's supposed to?
I think he's sniffing.
He's sniffing. That's okay. Sniffing is good. So sniffing releases 3 to 4 times the amount of energy than a walk, especially in big dogs because they need to like run to get their energy out. So sniffing is great. We always want him to sniff. Now, when we want him to get his attention a little bit, pass the leash. Thank you. Hey, so we're just going to do a little jiggle, jiggle, tug, tug. Okay, so you guys have seen this before. So jiggle, jiggle, tug, tug. Good. Now the best, good boy. So I'm going to mark that because he did a good job all on his own. I didn't tell him to SIT. Good job, Papa. There we go. And we want to encourage him to make good decisions, right? So he made a good decision by coming around and then sitting down. That's exactly what we want. And then he's looking around, he looks at me, good job, yes, good boy. Now, the best part about the jiggle, jiggle, tug, tug is that if there's air, that means he already listened. Now, what I don't want you to do is tug because there's no tension. If it's loose, it means he's with you. You don't need to tug at it any further, right? The point isn't to drag him away. The point is for him to voluntarily be close enough that it's not pulling on the leads, right? So he hits his maximum lead, jiggle, 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 tug, 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 jiggle, 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 tug, 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 jiggle, jiggle. There we go. See how loose it is now? There we go, because he voluntarily came back. So I'm not going to tug further because he did what I needed him to do. Right, buddy? Watch. Good boy. Now, the reason I want him to take the treat on my body is part of recall, because puppy needs recall. So if you go like this, then he will only ever come to you here. But what I want him to do is come right to my body, because what if I do have to snag him? Now, here we go. Okay, come. Good boy. So if I need to snag him and he's busy eating a treat, see, it took him a while to see the other hand. Right? So that's why we want him to come right here, a little bit past. I always say put your hand on your thigh. Or if you have a smaller dog, your calf. All right? Hi, Baba. Sit. Watch. Okay, come. Good boy. And I'm going to mark with okay, come, because that's the... Now, I'm going to take a step forward. Remember that powerful step forward? There. Good boy. Watch. Okay, come. Good boy, that's right. Now, we also want to control our body space, right? So we want to make sure that we have lots of space in our zone. This is very much dogs and their boundaries and their personal space is very important to them. Okay, I mean it is to us too, but way more important to them in my opinion. Good boy! I didn't even have to use the leash. Good job. Come. Good job. And so, I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about Rico?
Personal space.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Good boy! Good job. Come. Good job. So jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Good boy. Watch. Come. Good boy. So remember, I'm doing commands, right? So he's barking. I'm not just correcting, but I'm also getting him to do something else. So I'm getting him out of his feels. I'm getting him out of his thoughts and refocused on me. Come here. Sit. Watch. Good boy. Come. And notice I'm not repeating myself. I'm not like, come. So take a step forward. Good boy. There we go. Now, I am not going to give him a treat for that because then what he's going to see is, if I jump up on them and then get down, I get a treat, right? So we're not going to encourage that. So if he's behaving poorly, no treats, just a calm correction. And then once you give him a different command, then you can give him a treat. So for example, you could correct him and then say, okay, come. Right? So it's a totally different, so because basically dogs take one command at a time. They're not like, oh, they said come, then sit, then paw, and then I got something. Instead, they'll be like, which one's going to work? That's why they do all the commands at once sometimes to get the treat, instead of doing them in order. They just do all of them.
If he jumps up and then we get him down and we give him a treat, he thinks that he gets it for that reason.
Correct. Yeah. So you want him to jump down, tell him to do something else, whether it's like sit, paw, like do a couple maybe things, and then give him the reward. Right. So then he's constantly like, oh, if I give paw, I get a treat. Yeah. If I sit, I get a treat, right? He totally forgot about the jumping part. Once that's done, it's done in his mind. Right? Are you being a good boy? Yes, you are. You're being so good.
Clearly
I'm so
tired.
proud of you. Yeah. Now, for kids, okay? So when he jumps up on kids, I'm going to hand you your dog back. Come on, get up. Good boy. Here you go. Now notice I use a lot of my hands, right? So instead of like tugging on the leash and stuff, I try to get them to move on their own, right? And that's respecting his boundaries too. I'm not constantly going into his bubble to mess with him. So we want to just sort of be like, hey, come here with a hand gesture, a snapping of the finger, clapping, something like that, or something to signal for him to get up without you touching him. And that makes him feel calmer around us. He respects us more. And he feels respected, right? Even though he's a puppy, he's like, oh, this is great. I'm being respected. We got rules and boundaries, and I'm not being physically forced to do something. Sometimes we do a little bit of force, of course, but the goal is to try to do it where he voluntarily does it, because then it's solid. Like he'll just do it forever then, right? Now, the working for food, play, and affection. The hardest thing for most people is the affection part, because we want to just pet our dog 24/7, right? Yeah. Given that he is selective with his pets, because some dogs want pets 24/7.
Yeah.
That's not him.
It's not him, definitely. Yeah, that's different for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we want to be able to make sure that A, he wants our affection, and B, again, we're being respectful both ways. So that's why he's a dog that has to earn affection. So when you're doing that, you just sit, watch, and then I want you to go like this. You want pets? He chooses if you get to pet him.
Because he'll come to the hands.
Exactly. Yeah. If he knows this is like universal dog, human, I want to pet you, right?
Right.
And so he'll maybe stop for a second and then lean in and you go do, 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 do. Now, that might be him just seeing if he wants it, because sometimes they're not sure. Yeah. Sometimes he's like, I don't know if I feel like pets until it happens. So he'll either lean back into it or he'll be like, no, I don't want it anymore. And the second that head tilts backwards, you stop. He also sometimes will do that to test you. He'll be like, does the human actually understand what I'm saying? And do they actually respect my no? So when he puts his head back after you've started petting him and you stop, he's like, They do respect me. They do understand me. And so then he feels, again, more safe, and he'll want to listen to you guys more because he's being respected, right? So it's like, it's a two-way street, right? And because he's got shepherd in him, he's going to be very strict with rules and boundaries usually.
Yeah.
They're a little bit of, I mean, there's a reason we, police dogs, right? Like they're very rules, boundaries, grr, right? So and then again, he's used to sit and looking, which is also asking permission. So now if he wants something, instead of pawing at you like, I want the blah, 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 he'll be like, huh? Can I have it? Like he'll just look at you and look at the object.
Yeah.
And if he wants for a walk, he'll like look at the leash or look at the door, and he'll be like, can we? And you're like, yeah, buddy, we can. Watch. He's like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's go. He's like, yeah. And then it also gives him a job, right? Like dogs need something to do. They need to feel like they have a purpose, right? So we want to make sure that he does also feel fulfilled within our pack. And sit and watch is a job. Him doing this all, because imagine like the whole family, if every single person does this, he's doing this at least like 50 to 100 times a day, right? That's a lot of stuff for just 2 seconds at a time, right? So all throughout the day, as far as he's concerned, he's worked a full day, right? He's like, I did all these things and I got all these things and it's so wonderful. And good boy. And so, and that was a test, by the way. That was a tester. He's like, she's getting excited. Can I try and test the, sir. Now, a good strong stare works very well too. Okay. I love me a good stare. Now, PSA, stare your dog down. Don't do that to a dog you just met. They're going to have some very big doggy feelings. So our dog, we're going to stare down. Don't even think about it. You're about to jump, so we're not doing that. So he's like, I want treats. There we go. Nope. That's not how you get them. Nope, that's not how you get them. Don't you dare sit on your mama. Let's get him to move again, because he basically tried to sit on you. There we go. There we go. Over here. Good. Sit.
Sit.
Okay, so he's not doing it, so I'm going to stand right in front. Take a step forward. Sit. Okay, so he's doubling down. So then I'm going to go sideways, and he's wanting to demand food. So the chest area here, where the mic is basically, is the zone of this is mine. So when humans are... Sir, I'm talking. Sit. When we're trying to convey that... the food is mine. So when we're trying to convey something as ours, that's where it goes. Especially while he's still a puppy. Does he jump on you guys when you're eating? Like if you have a bowl of food sitting, or a thing of food sitting on the couch or something?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to eat out of bowls for the first little while, because it's going to make your life so much easier. Because you can just take the bowl and put it to your chest nice and easy. I want you to take the bowl to the chest, calm your face, and you're going to stare at a single eyeball, and you're going to think, go away. And I don't want you to think calmly, go away. I want you to be like, go away, like a really stern go away in your head. It's not that he's reading our minds, right? It's that your face is going to create a go away face, right? So we want to make sure that we're communicating efficiently. And the best way to do that is to just focus on what we're thinking. Our face and our body will do the rest. Your body language will change. Like your posture is going to change without you even noticing it. Your face is going to change without you even noticing it, but he's going to notice it. And in the dog world, the calmest dog wins, period. It's not the barky dog. It's not the growly dog. It's not the aggressive dog. It's the calm dog. We see this in tons of packs all the time. The leader is so calm. All the other dogs could be losing their mind, and then you see the silent dog come into the play, and they take care of everything, and they're like, hey, that's enough. And they're not big about it. They're not biting the other dog. They're just like, that's enough. We don't act this way, right? Just like a parent, you know, except, I mean, it's a little different with kids, right? Like usually we got to scream before they listen.
Yeah.
But in the dog world, when he's challenging you, the calmer and quieter you are, the more you win. It's sort of like a game. Who's going to be the quieter, strongest leader? And the answer should always be the human, right? So now he's got big feelings. He's like, this is stupid. I didn't get my way. I don't know what to do. So then he's going to lie down. Now, if we have little kids around, okay, until he's properly trained, I do want him on leash and collar, right? Just so that he's not jumping on kids. But in the case, say you're in the home and he randomly decides to jump up, and like obviously it's a shorter statured person, what I recommend is having one hand touching the forehead, because you want to protect the head and the face, okay? So, but we got to make sure it's touching, because then they'll just smack themselves in the face and the poor kid will hurt themselves. So we're going to tuck elbows in, go like this, and just walk forward.
Oh, the kid would?
The kid.
Okay.
Yeah, because what do kids do? Ah! Well, now it turns into play.
Yeah.
Right? The second they start doing this, he's going to think that they're playing, and now he's scratching the kid to play, and the kid's freaking out, and it's this horrible traumatic experience.
Our kid is smiling now because she knows. I said to her sometimes, he thinks it's a game now.
Yes.
Because of her response.
Yeah. And so they're like, ah, right? So the dog's like, yeah, let's go, right? Because like, so now it's very confusing. Yeah. So for you as well, because he's pretty tall when he stands up.
He sure
So
is.
if he's around your head, protect your head, having your hand touch and you're at home, so who cares what you look like, right? Like this, and then move forward, okay? So you're basically telling him you're not playing. My hands are not in play. This is not something I'm doing right now. And get away. I'm not backing down. I need you to go away. It's a very calm way. And we're not chasing him down the hallway. We're just walking forward, right?
If she's sitting.
Yes.
And because she'll be sitting on the couch sometimes or the chair, and he will jump on her. Yeah. And so then she reacts, and then he thinks it's a game. What's the best way for her to get up to end it? We're like, this is not a game.
Okay, so there's two options. Yeah. So option one is try to pay attention to him before he gets to you out of the chair. So we want to control him within arm's length. So if you're sitting down here and he's approaching, I want you to be like, and correct him before he gets to you. Because remember, personal space is very important for dogs. So when we're like, give me my space, he's like, okay, my bad. Right? Yeah. You're telling him, give me my space. Now, if he blows through that and he's like, whatever, I can do whatever I want because you're a sibling. Then what I want you to do, if he ignores that, or if you don't catch him coming to you in time, maybe he sneaks from the back or something like that, then immediately stand up and then cover yourself and walk immediately. Okay? Any kind of flailing of the arms is going to tell the dog you're playing, unfortunately. Right? So then you're freaking out and he's having a blast. So it's one of two options. You either catch him in time or you stand up immediately, protect your head, walk into the dog. Okay? He's a big boy. You're not you're not rushing the dog. You're just walking into the dog. That's it. Nice and calm. And you're essentially doing to him what he's doing to you, right? He's like, I'm demanding. And you're like, absolutely not. And he's like, oh, I don't like this at all. Right? And you're like, yeah, I know you don't like it. Don't do it to me. Right? So it's, in a sense, giving him a taste of a little bit of medicine, but it's very calmly setting a boundary. Right? Now, what you could do afterwards when he listens is you could tell him to sit, watch, and then you could offer pets or something. If he says no and walks away, that means he was just testing the hierarchy.
Okay.
Okay. And they test the hierarchy a lot. A lot of times people think, oh, my dog's trained, they're never going to test me again. No, especially him. He's going to test you guys for the rest of your lives. The question is how often and how much is it going to be? Like, what's the level of muchness? Right? He's either going to be calm about it or he's going to be big about it. Yeah. Right now he's big about it because we still haven't sort of tweaked him yet, right? Yeah. Once we do the training and time comes on, the boundary testing is going to be much more mild, right? It won't be as frequent. It'll be more mild, but it will happen. It's not going to not happen. Yeah. It's part of them just it's sort of like, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
You're still in charge, right? I'm just checking. And it's like, yes, I'm still in charge. Like, okay, I feel safe again. It's just sort of reassuring themselves. Kids do it all the time too, right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with him. Now, we do want to change the collar. So, hey, up. Come on. Now you can also use a treat for a lure. So you could also put it at his nose and have him come up like that. There we go. Watch. Good baby. That's a good boy. So with this all collars, we want them super high up.
Like up there.
Up, super high up, super high up. There we go. He's like, oh, this is weird. So, and especially under the jaw. Everyone misses the under the jaw part. So the reason we want this up high like this.
Is that tight enough? Because we grappled because.
No, it's not. It's not tight enough.
We took one out. We added one because it felt too tight.
Let me.
Just because it was so low.
Yeah, it could be because it was low. Yeah, sometimes once you put it up high, you gotta adjust it. Yeah, that's pretty. Oh God, I hate these things. Can you do this, please?
Yeah, I can.
I've only worked with that collar one time.
Hang on, baby.
And
yeah, they're the tricky. They have to actually show you in the videos how to take one out, and then.
There we go. So then when we put it on, so actually when you put it on, I want you to put it on top then bottom. So I know. So that way we make sure it's sort of fitted better. There we go. I'm going to put this to the side. And then, these things are annoying though.
Is this a suitable one for him to use for now?
Yep.
Or should he be using something different?
No, this is fine. This will work. Okay, so then we adjust it a little bit. There we go. And then we hook it on. Or, I mean...
Would that just be for walking?
Yeah. Ideally, we don't... I mean, you could do it if you're doing some training inside the house, too. So if he's getting, like, really rambunctious and he absolutely refuses to listen, then you can sort of have him on, like, a mini timeout, which is on leash and collar. In the house, and you're basically like, nope, that's it. You're calming down. It's sort of like a bit of a timeout. You can also attach a leash permanently, like just like a cheap $1 leash or whatever, to a piece of furniture, like the bottom of a heavy couch or something that won't move, so he can't drag it across the room,
right?
Or heavy enough that he can't move it, and that's his timeout spot. And so it's like he gets too crazy, and you're like, that's it. We're not dealing with this. Boop, timeout. And
we have those.
Have yourself just a little bit out of reach.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got the crate. We don't want the crate to be.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing with the crate and timeouts. You can absolutely use the crate as a timeout if you do it a specific way. So we want it. It's fine if we're calm. Now, if he's too hyper though, then we can't put him in the crate. So if he's bouncing up and down like crazy, no crate. But if he's just testing the boundaries a lot and like he's just being annoying, but he's not hyper, then as long as you're calm, you can put him in the crate. But what I would recommend is tag team each other. Because chances are, if he's being annoying, the person that's with him is not going to be calm, right? We're going to be like, oh my God, he's ticking me off. Yeah. So like call somebody else, like tag team each other. Be like, honey, come here. I'm ready to birth with the dog. So then somebody else takes over, grabs the leash and be like, all right, buddy, let's go. And brings him to the crate. Be like, all right, in you go. He still gets a treat going into the crate, right? We always reward when he goes in the crate. And we'd be like, all right, calm down. And then we're just going to say, calm down, time to relax. And then try to get him to lie down. Be like, good boy, put the cover over. And now this is a calm time. So the crate is bedroom, but also calm time bedroom, right? But it depends on how we put them in the bedroom and if he's bouncing off the walls. We never want to put a dog in a crate that's bouncing off the walls. At that point, you may have to take him for a jog or take him to a park or something like that. And then when you come home, pop him in the crate to calm down.
If he's, so sometimes, no, don't tip it. I could see what you're trying to do. If he's being like the jumpy annoying in the house, we sometimes put the leash on him so that he also, I think when we put on, he's like, oh,
Exactly.
So my freedom's kind of gone a little bit. 'Cause
That's
we've been,
totally fine.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
totally fine. I just don't want him in the crate when he's jumping.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't want to make it aversive. However, he has destroyed 2 crates. One since last week.
Oh, geez. So
That's
how did
another story for another day.
So yeah, it was he like
Hey, Gordon.
so little. There we go.
He's such a turkey.
You're such a little bum. You're being such a little bugger. So I'm gonna ignore him for a second because he just finished playing in the water.
Right.
So I don't want him assuming water and then treat, right?
Right.
So it's always the immediate one. It's always this, then something.
Right.
Right? It's never this, then this, then this, and this, and then the treat. So, hey, do you know down? Right? So I gave him a new command. All the way. Thank you.
So
Wait. Thank you for the butt lick. Okay, down. The treat involved. Okay, sit. Come on. Down. He's like, no, that's okay. We'll just, but he's distracted, so that's okay. Because that's what I wanted. I just wanted him to be distracted from the water. Good. Watch. Good boy. So now there's no association with the water.
Right. He's got it for something different.
He's got everything different. Sit. Good boy. Watch. Good boy. Okay, come. And look how calm he is when we're doing this, right? So imagine how calm he's going to be when we're doing sit, watch all day long. And it takes 2 seconds. This is going to eliminate like 4 hours of standardized training.
Right.
Right? The annoying part is the frequency. That's the annoying part. But after like a week, you're just going to be, and here's the thing, you could just point to your nose as well. So you don't have to say watch if you don't want to. You can just point to your nose.
It's trying to avoid that, get him focused on you and avoid other distractions so that he does what you want him to do.
Exactly. Oh, and your wet paws. That's why we do it all day, every day in the house. It's boring. There's nothing happening. And that's the best time to turn a habit. So that's what we're doing. We're creating a habit. Because if we try to train him at first with a bunch of dogs and everything, it's not going to happen, right? Because he doesn't have the focus. But after a week or two of doing watch in the house, all of a sudden he's like, yeah, like it's automatic. We want it to be automatic, right? And then we can start bringing him into more and more distractive environments. So now go in front of him.
Gordon?
Take a step forward.
Sit.
There we go. Perfect.
boy.
Nice and calm. There we go. Good job, buddy. Good job. Okay, so we got the impulse control and the jumping. What else did you guys want? I think walking was on the list as well.
I think this is part of it. I think we were using it wrong.
Oh,
Like
right.
it was
yes.
low enough.
I didn't properly explain this. Right. Okay. So
this is like this in itself is helpful.
yes. So this also saves his throat. Okay. Any collar, anything around his throat. When he pulls, he's going to be damaging his trachea and his throat. Right. So when we have it super, super, super up high, couple things. First of all, we barely have to put any tension because the pressure is underneath the jawline. And dogs are kind of weird. So if he has a standard collar and I don't remember what this is called, but anyways.
The StarTech?
StarTech, thank you. So if we have a standard collar here, right? And he feels the pressure on his throat.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but his little doggy brain, when he feels that give, thinks he can break the collar. But the give, his throat being crushed, right? But he doesn't know that, right?
Yeah.
So he just keeps pulling, thinking any second now, that collar's going to break and I'm going to go free, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this, when he feels the pressure under the jaw, he's like, oh, they got me, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't hurt, but he knows that you have him.
Right.
Versus I'm going to break the lead. I'm going to break the thing, right?
If it's lower, he thinks he can control it. When it's higher, he's like, oh.
Yeah.
I got to surrender.
Exactly. He's just like, all right, I don't like this. You got me. All right, man. Right? So right now he's like, oh, this is annoying. Yeah, because you can't break it. Right?
Yeah.
But it's not hurting him.
Right.
Right? But it's also, and again, it's avoiding his throat. It's avoiding the trachea. And this method, I'm sure there's a lot of vets out there that are so happy with me right now because we're going to save a lot of throats. And so then again, the pressure's under the jaw.
Yeah.
And you don't need as much pressure either.
Yeah.
Now, for the first little while, I want you to walk him with the leash at a 90-degree angle up like that.
Mm-hmm.
2 reasons. 1, it helps keep the pressure along the jaw. And 2, it also prevents it from going down. Because throughout your walk, you're going to have to adjust it. Now, how you adjust it is with one hand, you're holding on to the actual collar. And then the other hand is just grabbing their skin and pulling it down.
Pulling it back.
Yep, that's it. And you go all the way around. Don't forget the throat part. We have to do it on the throat as well, so it goes super up high, right? And that's how we adjust the collar. And don't worry, like, their nerves are like way down. Like, they have all that extra skin because they bite each other, right? Yeah. So if another dog can bite them, I'm pretty sure they're going to be just fine with the collar, right? Sit. We didn't tell you to break yet. Now, this is also very important. When you tell him to sit and when you give him any command, I need you to own it. Meaning, if I say SIT, you stay SIT until I say otherwise, okay? This also comes back to him being able to rely on us, right? So if he's able to break SIT all the time with me, then he's not going to take me seriously, right? Yeah. But if I'm sit, good boy. So then if I do this over and over and over, sit. So he's testing, right? He's doing all the things, trying to get his way, right? And I'm just like, nope, this is not how we do things. Sit.
Classic Gordon.
Right? And that's okay. See, he's doing all the things. Come here. Sit. But I'm remaining calm and I'm being consistent, right? My commands are also consistent. Sit. I sound like a broken record. We want our commands to sound like a there we go. So now
he's pushing, eh?
He's pushing. So if you won't listen to verbal, and I'm holding the leash, but I'm not like using it. You know what I mean? So I'm just holding it. Grab a treat. Sit. Watch. And I'm going to make him hold it. Watch. Okay, good.
Good boy.
I want to make sure it gives him enough time to forget he was messing around too.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if one day he's like, no, I want to mess around, then you can use the collar with a little bit of pressure and just sit there with the pressure. So we don't have to yank. Yeah. We just hold it a little bit of pressure, say SIT nice and stern, and then wait for him to do it. That's it. So then again, he learns that we're not going to harm him. We're not going to be big about it. We're not going to be scary. But when I say something, I mean it. You know, don't mess with me. Sit. Good boy. And we're going to be doing this like a lot at the beginning. Yeah. But over time, he realizes that when you say SIT, you mean until you give him permission to leave it, right? Now, is there a specific word you would like to use to release him from a sit?
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So then be like, okay. And then we start moving. Good boy. Come on. Good job. Sit. And I wait. Good boy. Watch. Good. And you can always use hand gestures too, because they learn a lot through hand gestures, less through verbal. It takes a little bit more time. But he's a smart boy, so he'll pick it up easily. But wait.
He's our smartest dog we've ever had. The bar is low.
He's very smart.
Our less we're not the brightest. So I don't actually know, like, but he seems wise to me.
To be fair, compared to a Bernese Mountain Dog, Berneses are goofy babies, but they can be a little derpy.
Yeah, 100% derp.
Yeah. Sit. Yes, good boy. And see, he's kind of like in his face, right? That's a little bit of like, oh God, she's taking over. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah. But sit. Good boy. Nope.
He's being resistant. It's funny.
But that's what we want, right? Yeah. We want to like, look, there we go. Nope. Now, with him, there's, okay. So I'm going to see if the behind works. Oh, there's people. There's distraction. Come here. Good boy. So now, so good. That was a good example. So we have a dog barking. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Sit. Watch. Good boy. Okay. Good job. Wait. So now, so dog barked. Sit. Do you guys use weight? Like to not move?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we don't want to use weight in conjunction with sit. I want to use weight, meaning I'm going to leave and I need you to stay there. Okay. So if I'm beside him, you don't have to say stay. Okay. Sit automatically means stay. But if I'm about to leave, then that's a separate command. That command is don't move while I walk away. Right. So I'm going to be like, okay. So he's there. So I'm going to be like, stay as I walk away. See the focus? He's like, where are you going? That's where the command comes in. Stay. So then I'm going to go to the window, the door, whatever. And this is the funny part. I'm going to sniff it. So if we were at home or even like a dog walking by, I'm going to go right up to the window and just, okay, it's fine, and walk away. So what this does is I'm confirming to him that I checked as the leader, because I'm doing safety and security, right? So I checked, it's safe, nothing to see here. And enough times if that dog, that person, that squirrel, that whatever goes by, especially because he doesn't really have very high prey drive, eventually he'll be like, oh, that person's fine, that squirrel fine, that dog's fine. And now it might take like 10 times per item or person or whatever, but eventually he'll just be like, oh, everything's fine.
Yeah.
Right? It's just really annoying to do at the beginning.
Yeah.
But like it works so well, especially a good loud sniff. We look crazy, but he's like, oh, they checked. Because that's how they check, right?
Yeah.
They're not looking just with their eyes. Yeah. They want to hear us sniff. So it's got to be nice and loud. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's like, this has been a stressful day.
Yeah. He's like, I'm defeated.
Right? He's like, oh, I see treats. You see treats? Up. Come on. Sit. Watch. Good boy. There we go. Okay. So do you mind being my camera person? Okay. Because we're gonna go on a walk too. We're gonna do the walking part now. So I am gonna ask you very nicely. I'm gonna make sure no one sees you to respect your privacy. There you go, madam. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna sort of film us from the side so you don't walk into anything, right? So let's just go over here. There we go. Okay, here, I'll take this out here for, oop, it's stuck here, sorry. Let's adjust this a bit here. Make life a little easier on my new camera person. Sorry, folks. It is what it is. All right. So, let's not do that. Okay. Hold on. Okay, stop right there.
Stay here.
Okay. Larry, I'm going on your lot for 2 seconds. Okay, so come here, please. Go this way so you don't go on camera. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so right in front of that tree. Okay. And actually, you know what? We could probably put that on the ground again to help you out here. But if you need to move it so that we're in frame, that's when I need your help.
Okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. Hi. Okay. So now, does he love his kibble?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So what I want you to do, we're going to use treats for right now, but you can use his kibble. So there's different stages. Stage 1 is around the home.
Yeah.
And in the backyard that we're going to practice, okay? And what we're going to do is we're just going to use his feeding time as practice. Now, 2 questions. 1, do you want him to just walk generally, or do you want him to also pay attention to you? I prefer the second one personally.
Yeah, I think for right now,
Yeah.
I think we would definitely just love him to walk well and stay close.
Okay, so we're going to keep his focus on us, okay? And you know those dogs that just walk perfectly looking up at their owner? That's what this is. So, alrighty. All right, so pass the leash. We're Thank you. You're trying all the things. Hey, buddy, come here. So now I'm going to do this loose leash. Come here, bud. Okay. Now, I prefer to have them on the right-hand side because traffic comes on the left. So if a dog's coming this way, I'm in between. Okay, so that's why I like to have them on the right. So I'm going to walk backwards when he tries to pull on the lead. Come here. Hey, bud. I'm going to put the treat by his nose. Hi, good boy. So he knows I have it. Hey, there we go. He's like, now it has to be very fast. Very fast succession. Come here. This is why we do it in the boring.
ADHD as well.
Oh, all dogs do. Come here, bud. There we go. Come on. Good job. So this is why we do it so fast. Because if I wait too long, bye-bye attention span, right? Come here, buddy. Good job. And this is why we do it in a boring setting. So that the desire to explore is less, right? So if you're practicing walking him in the home and in your backyard, maybe let him sniff the backyard a little bit and then practice. Good. Oh, we got a scratchy moment. There we go. The whole point of this is to create good habits. So I want him to have a habit of walking beside me and collecting some food. That's the habit. Okay.
So we'd have to do this every walk for a bit?
What I would do is I would do this for a few minutes before your walk. So we're sort of prepping the brain. Okay. You know what I mean? So we do this for a few minutes where it's nice and quiet and boring. And then we take him on the walk. Now for the walk part, hi buddy. I want him to sniff a little bit first when you go outside. So we're gonna do work, play. Playing meaning he gets to freely sniff and all that, okay? So chances are once we leave the house, the focus is gonna be gone. That's okay. But practicing this at the beginning, take a step forward. There we go. Hi, Bubba. You're being so demanding. You're being a demanding baby. Come here. Sit. Watch. Good boy. Watch. Good. That was good, though. There was a kid running by. You guys didn't see it. But there was... Come on. See, I've lost it. So now I'm not going to sit here being like, watch, look. I'm not going to do any of that. Because once his focus is gone, when we're in public, don't bother, because then I'm going to teach him to ignore my voice. What was that? He's like, I want to play. I don't want to focus. This is not fun. This is not fun for a puppy. Now, with the collar, so again, we're going to make sure it's up high, nice and high. See, he doesn't even care. He's just sniffing away, right? Okay, so now, so I get his attention. Now, when we're walking, we're going to look straight ahead of where we're going. So I'm going to have him on my right-hand side because that's where I want him. And this is the part where we're working now. So I got him to sniff and everything. That's fine. He sniffed a little bit. So I'm going to look at where I'm going. Now, stare at like a tree, a building, a sign, something that's really far away, and stare at it because like every person walks their dog like this. The problem with that is if I'm looking at the dog when I walk, the dog thinks that he's in charge of the walk. I'm following the dog. We want the dog to follow me instead. He's not going to listen to me if I'm staring at him the whole time, right? Right. So instead, I want to look like I know what I'm doing. Oh, is my neighbor out? So jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Tug, tug, tug. Come on. There we go. He got his attention. Good job. So jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. I want his attention. Good. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. I love the jiggle, guys. Okay. Come here. So then we put him beside. I get him where I need him. I look where I'm going. I have it up like this so that, so now is controlling the tension, not me. So this is where we're comfy. I want to make sure it's a little bit, it's a little bit loose, right? So if it's tight, it's because he's pulling.
Right.
Right? But he's in control of the tension. So if he's pulling, he's clearly okay with the tension.
Yeah.
But he'll hit a maximum tension up high. That's not how you, I know there's a beeping sound. Come here. Adjust it again for good measure. There we go, bud. Okay. So I'm going to walk. I'm going to look straight ahead. And at this point, I'm basically walking him with a finger. Come on. And I'm not looking at him at all. We're walking away. Okay.
He is watching you.
Right? Because I'm not looking at him.
He gets a bit of it distracted, but then he goes right back, like he goes back.
Exactly. Come on. Yeah, and he's exploring and he's trying to see where the leash can go, but my arm doesn't move, right? My arm stays exactly where it is. My pointy finger is exactly where it is. And he'll figure out that the most comfortable place to walk is literally just beside me. And then every now and again, you get to like a nice patch of grass, loose leash. Okay, go sniff. Go on, go sniff. Go explore.
I want to explore that pouch.
All right, go sniff. Good job. Now, if you wanted, you could also take some kibbles and spread it on the grass. So he could be like, watch, go sniff. And now he's got to go and find some food, right? So now it's a fun game. So we're walking. This is great. And then we play a game. And then we walk and we play a game and we walk and we play a game. So now walking is fun for everybody. Yeah. And while he's searching for kibbles, you could take a quick brief on your phone or whatever. And then once he's, oh, there's still one there. You haven't found it. Oh, a bunch of people with kids and bikes. And he's more focused finding the food. Yeah. He's like, this is way more fun. And they don't have to, if you're going to use treats, they don't have to be big.
Right.
Super tiny, tiny pieces. Good boy. Watch. Okay, go fetch. Go sniff. Sorry. And like technically you could feed him all his food like this.
Yeah.
Like you could put a few in the bowl just for good habits, but ultimately he could be fed throughout the day. And so then you're not overfeeding him. Yeah. I usually recommend measuring how much food you want in like a glass container. Yeah. And then you just take from that container willy-nilly throughout the day so that you know that you're feeding him enough and not overfeeding him. Although he's young, overfeeding's not a big deal.
One good thing about like we can leave food in the dish. Yeah. All day.
Oh, and good.
So then we end up taking food when we're playing ball in the back.
Yeah.
When he comes back, he gets kibble. Like
Perfect.
Kibble, right?
Perfect.
Yeah, he's
good boy.
The only dog that, well, no, Finn wasn't much either. Yeah. Yeah. Ferg is a vacuum cleaner. Our lab was, yeah. So.
Oh, yeah. Poor labs got it rough. A lot of them never feel full. They're just hungry.
All the time.
All the time. Yeah. Breaks my heart. Poor babies. So he's having a time finding it, which is still good. Yeah. So like when they're sniffing, their brain just lights up like a Christmas tree, right? So he's having a great time. And then I'm going to have you guys practice. There we go. You found it. Good job. There's another one I'm looking at. Now, what you also could do is you could have like a tag team. So you could spread the kibble in a huge space. Yeah. And then if you wanted, you could turn it into a game where you help him find things by just tapping your foot. So then I'm just going to tap until he explores. Good boy. He's going there. And then finds it, right? Yeah. So then if you need to catch his attention while he's sniffing, he knows that good things happen around the foot. So then you can find a kibble, tap, and then get his attention again that way as well if you wanted. So now, good boy. I made a little kissy sound. Okay, come on. Now if you have to, a little jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Let's go. I got his attention. Good job. Let's go, buddy. So I'm going to grab the lead. I'm going to look straight up and we go into working mode. And now I'm walking a certain way. He knows exactly what to expect. He's doing so good. Okay, sit. Good boy. Wait, this one's stubborn. Just gonna get a new one. Some of these are honking. Yeah. Jeez. Watch. Good boy. Okay, Mom, come on in. You're first. So this always, okay, so safety first. Always around the wrist and holding, so it's both. That way, if we accidentally let go, at least we still have it around our wrist, you know what I mean? So we want him nice and comfy. So there we go. Look up at the tree and walk. Yeah, and your arm stays there and just walk. Perfect. And then when you're ready, turn around, come right back. We'll go right through here. Look up. A little bit loose on the arm, a little bit lower. It's a little too tight on him. Okay. Let's see. There we go. He's still looking at me, but that's okay. Yeah, now you don't need to correct him. The collar does it on its own. That's the hard part, is keeping our arm perfectly still. Sometimes it's easy if you like tuck your arm into your rib cage, you'll feel your arm go away from the rib cage, so then it helps you like maintain the, oh yeah, I got to keep my arm steady. And then it's just habits, right? We're forming habits. There we go. So then tell them, so stop. Okay. And here's a treat.
Sit.
There we go. Do you watch?
Watch. Watch. Good boy.
Good boy. Good job. Do it again. I'm going to break up some treats for you to do the game. So then same thing. No matter what happens, I don't care if it's a bunch of kids, dogs, whatever, you act like they don't exist. You keep walking. You don't say anything. You just keep going. Us ignoring the stimulus is what the dog is paying attention to. So if there's like a big loud noise and I look at it and not care, the dog's like, oh, we don't care? I'm like, nope, don't care. He's like, oh, okay. And then he doesn't care. Like it's that simple, actually. They just blindly follow you because we've proven to him. Now, only of course, like if we've proven to him that we're good leaders, right? If he thinks he can manipulate us, he's never going to believe us when we say it's fine. So that's why it's so important for him to truly know that like we're the actual parent, we're the boss of safety and security, so that all of the corrections is that simple, right? We want to make your lives easy, not difficult. Okay, here we go, Mom. So if you want to just go into the grassy area.
Okay.
And be like,
sit. Good boy.
Go. There we go.
Rocking my shoe.
Okay, Daddy, you're up. There we go. So put them on your right hand side. Good. Leash under in the wrist and you're holding on. Perfect. Now put it exactly where you want them, and you're nice, and I want your arm to be comfortable as well. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Look up. Good. Keep walking. Just keep walking. Okay. Turn around. Go back. Keep looking up. A little bit of slack. Just a little bit too tight. There we go. Perfect. Keep walking. There we go. Look up. Because when he looks at you, he needs to see you looking at where you're going. If he sees you looking down, he's going to lose confidence in your ability to lead during the walk. So go right through the brick there. Give you a little bit of extra leeway there. Yeah. Now, after a little bit of him walking properly, then you can start to introduce sniff walks, where he gets a little bit of extra lead and he can sniff beside you while you're walking. That's the goal, is for him to be able to sniff while you walk. But this is just stage one, right? Stage two, once he's good and he just automatically walks beside you with a loose leash, then you can let him sniff and explore. That's great. All right, so now here's some treats. You're going to tell him to sit.
Hey,
So So,
Gordon.
sir. So get right in front of him. There we go. Now do watch. Point to your nose. Now he has to look at your nose. So do it again. Put the treats by your nose instead, maybe. There you go. Now he gets perfect. And then do it again and then throw the treats on the ground. And then throw them on the ground. There we go. Perfect. Now we want the solid eye contact. Him looking at you, looking down, looking at you doesn't count. He has to like solidly look at you right to the very second that you give him the food. Because they'll be sneaky. They'll be like, I'm kind of looking.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, 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 no. It's either all or nothing, sir. Now, actually, I'm going to keep doing the walk. I'm just going to grab a long lead for recall.
Dad's tapping it. There you go. Dad's tapping.
I'm not dealing with that. All right. I love his ears. You want to smell? There you go. Oh, a little trick with mail. If we have like Amazon packages or anything like that, let's just say this is at the door. Always own the entrance as well. Okay. So now here's the hardest part. When we come home, I need you to ignore him. Okay. This is the only time that we get to train his impulse control with something brand new. Okay. I know it sucks because it's like the funnest thing in the world for us to come home and pet our dog and be like, who's my good baby and all that kind of stuff. The problem is that it goes against the rest of the training and it makes it hard for the dog. So if we're just calm when we first go home, like, get on my space, get on my space, take off your shoes, you know, do whatever you got to do for a little bit. Once he's calm like this, then you can be like, okay, who's my good boy? Come here, buddy. You know what I mean? But what happens then, by us forcing him to relax when we come home, what happens is he's like, Mom and Dad are home. And he wants pets, right? He wants your attention. He's like, I don't get attention until I'm calm, or I go to bed, or I go to crate. That's also something you could do if you want. Optional. You can either just ignore him, or you could have him go to the crate. And so we direct him to a crate, or we just ignore him. And once he's calm, he gets pets. So he will put 2 and 2 together. And then he'll be like, look at me, I'm calm. Look, see, look how calm I'm being, right? So that he gets pets faster. So then when things pop up suddenly, he doesn't get triggered to be big energy, right? So that's the only crappy part about coming home, is that it's like the only time we can truly train impulse control. And it's my favorite thing to do too, but it is what it is, right? Yeah. We want to, it's all about making the training as simple as humanly possible without spending like 8 hours a day training. Yeah. Because like, who has time after work? Like, you're tired, you come home, you're like, I just want to chill, right? Being like, sit and watch is the easiest thing in the world by comparison. So anyways, so this is outside, the door is here. Amazon comes, he's going crazy. I'm gonna be like, out of the way, scoot him out of the way. Nice space in the doorway. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to grab the Amazon package. I'm going to walk up to him, put the package by my chest for ownership. Sit. And you can use the package. Sit. Oh, we got bikes. Sit. Good boy. Okay, go sniff. So now he gets to explore the Amazon package. So now, Amazon is a good thing. Packages are a good thing. Mail is a good thing. He's like, I get to sniff the sniffing. And we know there's lots of smells on it, right? It's been everywhere. So now it's a positive.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of a stranger danger. Now, we're going to practice some recall. Yeah, the other one's not that long. Okay. So, always practice with a long lead first. I think that's long enough. Okay. Perfect. All righty. Now, do you guys take them to dog parks?
Not yet.
Okay.
On the agenda.
Perfect. Okay, so I love dog parks, but safety first, right?
Yeah.
My rule for dog parks, if you see a dog or an owner you don't like, don't go in.
Yeah.
Because your gut is probably right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Especially because we know our dog. So it might be like, ooh, our dog might not get along with that person, that dog, whatever, right? Or we just don't want them picking up bad habits.
Yeah.
Come back another time, right? Come back an hour later, 2 hours later, whatever it is. But yeah, always, if something's off, just don't go in.
Yeah.
That's my rule. And then if stuff starts to happen, just be like, nope, we're noping out of this. Because if there's a big dog fight or there's a dog fight, someone caused it and they stay in the park,
yeah,
your dog's gonna be like, yes, right move, Mom, we're gonna leave.
Yeah.
These guys are too much, they're too big, they got bad manners. So you leaving, that's a good example of when to leave. Most people leave at the wrong times. They're like, there's a little dog with some big feelings, I'm gonna cross the street. No, just go around a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if it's a big problem at a dog park, definitely leave. So at the dog park, what we want to do is we're not going to use the recall command at all at first. Okay? So what we're going to do instead is have him check in, which means anytime he looks at you, you're just going to show him a treat. You're going to say absolutely nothing. You're going to show him the treat. That's it. So, hey, buddy. So if he comes to you, he comes to you. And if he doesn't, he doesn't. And then I give it to him by my thigh. And I say nothing. Okay? At the beginning, he's not going to come to you. He's going to be like, nope. And he's going to go play. But you're not chasing him. You're not yelling at him. You're not calling him. And he's like, well, that's weird. And then he looks at you and you show him the treat again. He's like, no. And then maybe the third or fourth time, he's like, all right, I'm going to risk it. So then he's like, all right. And then he gets the treat and you say nothing and you do nothing. And he's like, wait just a minute. So if I just come up to you, I get a treat? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what happens. So then what happens is he'll play, check in. Play, check in. He'll do this 20, 30 times in a trip to the park, right? And then has no qualms about fearing that coming near you means we leave the park, right? Oh, you're about to get tangled.
Buddy.
There we go, buddy. There we go. Now I'm going to hold on to the collar while I do this.
Dean said when he does that, he's like, maybe he isn't as smart as we think he is.
Puppy's going to be pretty derpy too, though. So now when you're leaving the park, don't say anything to him. Just walk to the exit. Oop, no worries. Here. Sorry, folks. All right, let's readjust this here. We fell down. That's okay. All right. Sorry, we just gotta angle it properly. Perfect. Okay, and then just hold that still for me. Thank you so much. Excellent. I know, I'm coming, buddy. Now, so when you're leaving, just walk to the exit. Because he's gotten so used to just coming to you all the time. Being like, all right, I'm leaving. He's gonna be like, don't leave without me.
So he'll come and meet us.
Exactly. But if we're like, come on, he's like, I got the power now. And they'll never come to you.
Yeah.
Unless the training's already done. But he's definitely going to be like, this is a game now. So we're not even going to bother playing the game. We're just going to leave. He's going to be like, what do you mean you're just leaving? But he's going to keep an eye on you because he's getting treats all the time.
He's staring you down.
He is. He's like, lady, I know you got the good stuff. So, and we always practice at home. in the backyard first. We always want to practice impulse stuff, quiet, and then slowly go to crazy, 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 right? So in the home first, backyard, front yard, local park that's very quiet, park that's busy, and the last place he'll ever listen to us is the dog park. Right? Nope. Oh, she'll correct you, sir. I trained that dog. Come here. Hey. Oh, you're getting all tangled again, sir. All right. Yeah. We're not going to mess with Gracie. Come here. Come here. So we're going to adjust it again. There we go. So, sit. So I'm going to go back to the spot. He doesn't get to go closer. We go right back to the original spot. Sit. Tap his ear. There we go. I got your attention. Okay, come. Very short distance. We're going to start short, right? Okay, we go back to the same spot. Come. Go back. You got the treat. Sit. Flat hand. Go forward. Come on. You're over here. Come on. Good boy. Nope. Come on.
His short-term memory.
Oh, I know. He just has no patience right now. We have to teach him patience. Now I'm gonna sit. He's trying to find if any freebies.
Yeah, he sure
He's like,
is.
I'm gonna see if there's a freebie so I don't have to listen. Right? Okay, come. So that's a new one I wanted to introduce. This way you can use it from afar. So if he's really far away, he'll see the hand up in the air.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, num-nums. Right? And you don't even have to say anything. You just got to raise your hand. Especially with check-in, right? Because he's checking in all the time. So he's always sort of looking at you, right? Sit. Okay, come. Notice I didn't repeat myself?
Good boy.
Right? So cute. Oh my God. I can't handle his cute face. Okay, come here. Come here. Sit. Good boy. And then I go a little further. Okay, come. And I'm just going to stay here. Now he's testing me. He's like, how badly do you want me? I'm like, I don't. How badly do you want the treat?
Pretty bad.
Right? He's like, fine, I guess I'll listen.
Oh, his
Come here.
shepherdess
He
is funny.
is so funny. You're such a shepherd. Come here, bud. Sit. Come here. Sit. Sure, I'll take that. It's hot. It's fine. Okay, come.
Boy.
You want pets?
Buddy.
You want pets? Nope.
He's like, I want to kiss you. You're like, no,
He's like, I want to test you is what I want to do. He's so funny. All right. Your mom and dad. Who wants to go first, mom or dad?
Oh, for the
He's like voluntold.
Okay.
All righty. Okay, I'm going to break these up. Tiny little pieces. Oh, we got a gust of wind. Let's keep those in your hand.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, come here.
Come. Okay, sit. Sit. Okay, stay.
Okay, sorry. So, arm in the air. By your side. Put your thigh. Beside your thigh. Side of the. Yep, perfect. Perfect.
Good boy.
Don't pet him. Don't pet him. I know that's hard, right?
Yeah.
That's like going to be the hardest thing is not petting him 24/7.
And he actually doesn't love the petting. When he's like tired, he'll like sometimes in bed, he'll like some bed rubs or something, but that's about it. Okay.
So fun part, the stricter you guys are on making him earn things, the bigger of a suck he becomes. So if you want him to be a sucky baby, you have to be really, 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 really strict leadership, and then he'll be a sucky baby. It's okay.
I think I confused him there.
That's okay. Nothing, it doesn't have to be perfect. I know that's going to be so hard. So for example, Gracie. Gracie did not want anyone to touch her, ever. But with strict leadership, and Carly continued the strict leadership, she's now the suckiest baby we've ever met, right? Like she wants pets from everybody.
Nope.
So go, go back to your spot. Perfect.
Come here.
I'm just going to move the
Sit.
cord a wee bit.
Hey.
Eh.
Okay.
That
Good
was
boy.
so good. That was so good. All right, do it again.
Okay. Sit. Wait. Okay. That's a good boy.
Such a good boy. And you didn't try to pet him. Good job, Mom.
I know, right? Do I get Dean to do these ones?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead. Daddy's turn. He's looking at the pass off. He's like, who's got the treats now? Daddy's got the treats now. It's all tangled.
Oh, hang on, Dean.
Yeah, his leg's all tangled here. Hi, Bubba. Oh, you're going to make, okay. All right, we're going to. So I always hook my finger around the collar so he can't accidentally get away from me. There we go. We're just going to move that down a bit. So you just got to adjust it every now and again just to protect his throat. There we go. Okay. Yep, perfect. Go forward. Yeah, and then stand right there. Wait for him to come. Put the treat down so that he can smell it. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Just to warn you, ladies, we're filming, just to warn you. Okay. Oh. That's really good compared to the before, though.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Perfect. So put the treat by his nose. There we go, then do the sit. Good, flat hand, there we go. Arm in the air. Perfect, right by your thigh. Excellent. Don't pet him. I know, right? It's so hard. Even I sometimes, I'm like, damn it. You know, like. Oh, hi.
Oh, sorry.
Oops, sorry.
There's nothing in the
I
bottom
was
of
just
your
going to say, I hope there's nothing breakable. That's enough. I know, wheels are scary. Nope. So here's a good example. That's enough. Sit.
Wait.
Watch. Hold on. Watch. Good boy. Okay. Okay. So now put the treat near his nose so he knows you got it. Good. Now if he stands up again, nope. Yeah, go forward. Make him go back into sit again. There we go. See how he's now starting walking back to the same spot? He's like, okay, I get it. I get it. I can't leave. Because if he's allowed to like stop couple feet further and a couple feet further, he's going to do that on purpose. Yep. He's going to be like, I'm closer and I'm closer. Oh yeah, constantly, right? He tried. He's like, I sit here, 1 foot away from you. Yeah. He's so funny. Now I need your sit to sound a little bit more like an order. You don't have to like bark it, but your sit is going sit. I need you to go sit, like at the end of a sentence. Because the tail off matters. Yeah. It's like a soft command. And for someone like him that's very stubborn, he's going to be like, I don't know if I want to listen to that. You know, but when you're like, sit, he's like, yeah. He's like, tell me more, boss me around. Like, they love it. Like,
that's it, Dad.
Yeah, like when they know that they're safe within those types of commands, then they're like, this is great, right? And they get all excited and happy. It's when you're an asshole that they're scared, right? So.
Yeah, and Dean's his favorite person, right? Like his favorite.
But then he tries to get away with more with him, right?
I think so.
I accept lying down. As long as he's not standing, we're good. Nope, he stood up. Go, Dad, go right back to that spot. Make him stand or sit there. Because now he's trying to test you. He's trying to see what he can get away with. And the answer is nothing. Good. Put the treat by his nose again. There we go. He's like, I'm annoyed. He's so funny. His big tongue. He's so cute. Oh my God, he's such a good boy. All right, that was so good. You good boy? Are you good boy?
You tired, buddy? It's been a long day for you.
He's like, I need a nap.
Yeah.
Hey, watch. You want pets? You want pets? Nope.
He's like kisses only. Gordon.
No, he doesn't want me. Okay. Fine. I'll accept it because I have no choice. That's the crappy part. But here's the thing. Like, the first couple of days, he's not going to be very affectionate. But after like the third and fourth day of you being consistent, he's going to be like, okay. And he's going to start to get a little suckier every day, you know. And again, like, he'll test you. And then you're like, nope. And he's like, and you'll see his face be like, okay, you know. And then you know you're doing a good job.
The recall is something I think we really would love to have in case of something happening, like the gate gets open, something like that. You know, that's something we've never really had good recall with our dogs, but we've never been trained in recall. So I think this is something that would be really good for us to have.
So we want a correction. So snap your fingers and just be like, So don't use your hand for that. So the problem with the hand is once we get the hand involved, it can turn into play, right? So worst case scenario, nope, back up. So I'm using my body, back up. Worst case scenario, I grab the leash and I'm like, nope, we're not doing that, come on. So if he won't listen to my body, he's gonna get the leash redirected.
Right.
Right, and then it's just a calm, like, nope, we're not doing this, we're not doing that. If he pees in there, don't worry about it. It's like the universal potty place for everybody, which is great because then the dogs I take care of pee on my lot. Except it's on the leash. That's okay. You're not the first. You're not the first and you won't be the last, sir.
Working on the aim.
My whole place is just covered in dog pee. Bubba, come here. Good boy. Good job. Yes. Good job. Now, don't test his recall until it's 100% perfect anywhere you go for a month. Okay? Yeah. The biggest way to get set back is to try to test it out too soon.
Yeah.
The whole point of this is sort of like brainwashing. We want the brain to be like, I see the hand or I hear the comm, and immediately, no matter what's happening, I come to you. But that takes time to develop.
Yeah.
So it might take, like, especially because he's young, I wouldn't really test it for 3 to 6 months.
It's
probably
too
6 months. It's way too risky.
We want him to be safe.
Yeah. And because the second he realizes he doesn't have to think, he doesn't have to listen, it's like, it makes it so much harder to train him. So we want to make sure he's like,
we'll get a long leash and we'll practice it in the backyard and stuff like that.
And then just, stage after stage, like maybe 1 month a stage.
Yeah.
1 month in the house. And here's the thing, you could turn it into a game with the whole family, right? Like after a few times of him getting, okay, come right away. Oh, there we go. We got poopies. Then you can have it a game. So every person goes to a different, that's okay. Every person goes to a different spot in the house and each person takes a turn calling the dog. And then he's running all over the house and trying to find everybody. Someone's in the basement, someone's upstairs, someone's on the main floor, and you just keep moving. And it's like the funnest game ever. He has a great time. Oh God, of course.
Okay, it just went over the leash.
That's okay.
It just grazed.
Yeah, it's okay.
There, buddy.
Also not the first. These leashes are not clean.
Well, at least it's solid.
But yeah, so then it's a fun game, right?
Yeah.
Again, the more times we can turn things into a fun game, the more they're going to want to listen, the more they're going to want to participate, so on and so forth.
Absolutely.
Hi. You did so well, sir.
You did a good job, buddy.
You did a good job. You did such a good job.
Thanks so much, Laura. That was awesome.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see his progress. Good boy. Yes. Good job. Okay, you may want to have your own collar or leash.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to have you guys adjust the collar. So hold the collar on one hand and pull down the fur on the other.
All of his fat.
Yeah, all the way around.
Fat.
All the way around. So it's right underneath the cartilage of the ear and right around, so don't forget the neck. Okay, we're going to make sure we really got him. There's a car coming. She's like, oh God. There we go. Oh yeah, the mic. That might be a good idea. Okay, here we go. Little. Okay.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thanks,
so much.
guys.
We really appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate it too.
We'll organize things.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hi, my love. And thank you, camera person. I appreciate it. You're such a good boy. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? You're a good boy. Nope. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. It's a good boy. Mwah! Yes.
Good boy.
It's a good boy.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome.
We appreciate it. All right, we'll be in touch for sure.
Oh, definitely.
All right,
Yep.
thanks a million.
Cheers. I'm going to swap the camera around, guys. Hi.
He's gonna sleep well tonight.
Oh, for sure he is. You're welcome. Take care. Hey, everybody. Oh, did something happen? Hey, everybody. So I hope you enjoyed hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope the sound was good too. Jeez. Ooh, talking about rescues and putting down animals. Okay, I'm going to scroll up so I can know what you guys are talking about. Okay, I'm definitely missing something. I took good notes. Good. I'm so glad, Ultron. I'm glad you guys had some good notes. Oh, wow. I got sun Woo! Dang. Yeah, not all rescues. Okay, so even kill shelters don't just blanket, well, okay, most of them. Even kill shelters usually don't blanketedly just X a dog. Usually there's a reason. Now, whether or not I agree with the reason is a whole different ball game. But the hardest part is that there's not a lot of people qualified enough to rehabilitate the dog. And that's usually the problem. You know, like I wish I could clone a bunch of me's, and I know a few other amazing trainers I wish we could clone. But it really does take a very special understanding and connection with extremely fearful and reactive dogs to train them, right? So a lot of people have a very difficult time with this. And to be honest, the training for it isn't that great. It's really not. So even people with certifications, there's a lot of situations where I get called in and they're like, look, this is beyond my scope. Like, cause they don't address feral behavior, street dog behavior, stuff like that, right? It's not that great. So I'll get calls from other trainers being like, hey, I got this client. We really don't want them put down, and I've exhausted all of my stuff. Can you help? And I'm like, absolutely. Even with like private clients, I get trainers that will contact me and be like, hey, I just need help with this. And I'm not an asshole. I don't take their client. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So I work with the client on the reactivity only and then hand it back off to the original trainer, right? So, yeah, that's something that we also do. I have a lot of respect. I have so much respect. Shout outs to any trainer that has worked with me. I always have so much respect for a trainer to put their ego aside, admit that they don't know an expertise, and to reach out to somebody that does, and we work together. And like I said, I just work with the animal and then I pass it right back for the other trainer to continue their work. And of course I communicate with the trainer. This is what I did with the dog. This is what I did with the owner. We keep communication and communication going so that, because both of our goals is for the betterment of the dog. Our goal is to have the dog be happy, healthy, and calm. And same with the owners. We want the owners to have a good experience as well. So, I as much as a lot of this world is trainer on trainer, and this is why I don't review other trainers, because I'm so tired of us versus them mentalities. I would rather us work together as a team for the benefit of all, rather than just shitting on each other. I'm right, you're wrong, like I don't like that. So that's also why I don't, yeah. So question, can you tell me what collar for the ones who pull a lot? So the pulling situation, pulling, it's probably not a walking collar problem or a walking tool problem. Pulling and refusing to listen to you. So if the dog refuses to look at you, the dog refuses to listen to you on a walk, that has everything to do with the dog specifically not wanting to listen to you. So that's an indoor house problem. Once you fix the indoor house problem, which is getting your dog to want to listen to you on a regular occurrence. Hi, Regina. We want the dog to listen to us no matter what situation we're in. So if your dog's not listening to you in the home, they're not going to listen to you outside. And I don't mean you have to say the command 10 times and then they listen. I mean, you say it once, just once, and they listen every time. That's what we're talking about. Until you have that level of communication with your dog, they're going to pull. You can put that dog on anything you want. And then it becomes possible adverse problems. So for example, a lot of people will just pop a prong on. Problem is the dog will still pull, right? And we don't want the dog to hurt themselves, right? Now, and also we want to use it properly. There is a very specific way to use it so that it doesn't harm the dog, and only a very specific way to use it so that it doesn't harm the dog, which is exactly how I demonstrated at the beginning of the video. Super up high, right along the jawline, underneath, and directly under the ear. That's where all collars around the neck should go, for the record. That's where they all should sit, whether it's a martingale standard. It's just harder on the standard because they can just get out of it, right? So I don't like standards. But martingale collars, we want it to be able to just tighten a little bit under the jawline. So that's where they feel the pressure and it avoids harming the throat. All right. And then gentle behaviors training. Like it's literally spending the time to make, hold on, did I not bring the thing in? Did I? Oh, I left it outside. That's training inside the home. We want to train where it's nice and quiet and calm first, and then go outside, and then challenge your dog in public. But training always starts inside first, guys. Always inside first. I don't care what it is. We want it to be quiet, boring. Quiet and boring is what we want at the very, very beginning of training our dogs. That's exactly what we want. So, hold on, the sun's in my eyeballs. Let's go back into my screen room. We can have a little end chat here. Okay. Okay, let me get this thing here. All right. We're going to lower this. All right. Sorry, just getting everything situated here. All right. Hopefully the mics worked. You guys seem to hear me okay, so. All right. Hey, there we go. Less shaky, shaky, shaky. Laura, do you think training in a quiet store in the neighborhood would be distracting? Yeah, it would totally be distracting. So here's the thing. You want to go to the place that is most familiar to the dog, right? That's what we consider boring. Inside the home, the dog has sniffed all the sniffs. They've smelled all the things. They've discovered all the things. So that's why inside the home is kind of boring. So being able to get them to focus with a treat or a toy or something is significantly higher. So the likelihood of success is higher because the likelihood of them actually paying attention to you and listening to you is higher because they're not curious, right? They're not you're not competing against their curiosity. That's it. You don't want to compete against their curiosity. So if they're too busy trying to sniff things, they're not going to want to listen to you. And now you're fighting for us to communicate. So then it just reinforces to your dog not to listen to you. You know what I mean? So that's why we want to do it in a boring, in-home, regular place first. I do training in pet stores and in certain stores that allow, like a lot of hardware stores allow dogs. So I'll bring the dog to a hardware store, for example, focus on me, ignoring the things around us, that kind of thing. But that training started in the home first. That training began around the area of where I live first. You know, it was started somewhere boring first. And then we escalated to a store or a park or a dog park, things like that, right? So, oh, and you're so welcome for the lives. I'm very great. I'm glad I can do these lives now. There's always people that don't want to be filmed, and I don't blame them, right? So I'm always appreciative of my clients now that are willing to be live for these training sessions, which is great. I am very annoyed that I can't seem to put my phone sideways, though. I don't understand why. I selected all the settings and I did all the things, and it just doesn't seem to want to do it for me. So if you're on a PC or a laptop, my apologies. I don't know what to tell you, man. I did all the things. We'll figure it out eventually. Oh, man. Oh, a whole list of stores in America. That's awesome. And if you guys don't know, we have a Discord channel, so feel free to look it up, Born to be Wild on Discord. All these wonderful people that are here on me, a lot of the people live are from that Discord. They're awesome, awesome members. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all your support. I always really appreciate it. So, you know, you guys can share your knowledge. I've been developing it for the last 3 years. Damn, that's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. I love that so much. I'm just going to scroll a little bit. Which dog is, okay, I knew there was a question I was missing. Which dog is great with people like me who has autism and so many other disorders? Okay, so here's the thing. Golden retrievers are probably your best bet. Like the golden. Oh, thanks, Carly. Golden retrievers, especially, make sure they are not a working breed or a working line. Okay, we don't want any working dogs involved. Oh, I got some dirt on there. We don't. All the dirts. Okay, anyways, we don't want any working lines, meaning hunting, because golden retrievers can be very hyper if they're from a working line. We don't want that line. We want the show line or the medical line or just family line, whatever they call them. Okay, there's different terminology, but basically we're looking at family dog. That is your best bet for a dog to be okay with your autism or neurodivergency. Here's the thing. Fun fact, some dogs become reactive with certain levels of autism and and Down syndrome. Okay. And all it is basically stranger danger for the dog. So the dog sniffs that there's something different about the brain and the body, and that's all that they're freaking out about. It's not that they hate anybody with autism or Down syndrome. Even medications, like some medications, it's scent. If there's something different, it's stranger danger for a dog. They're just like, something's different. I don't know what it is, but it's different. And they just freak out, right? So we can't take it personally. It's based on scent. So the problem with that then is when you're looking for a line to help you as a medical assistance dog, you want one that has statistically been very high. Statistically, we have been training labs, golden retrievers, and standard poodles. For those of you who don't know what a standard poodle is, little poodles are a newer breed. Standard poodles are huge. They come up to my hip. And I'm 5'7", so they're tall. They're all legs. They're all legs and a decent body. They're very calm, provided that they're again, family dog, show line, that kind of stuff, right? The poodles are very calm. It's the working poodles that are super hyper. And guys, if you want to see some crazy agility, watch a standard poodle grabbing a bird right out of the water. It's so impressive. They jump right out of the water, grab the bird, and come back down. From a deep water, there was nothing for them to hold on to leap out in the water. It's absolutely incredible. But it's really hard if you want that dog to be calm in your home. You know what I mean? That kind of agility and ability is you need to work that dog. So make sure that it's a family line, a home line, that kind of stuff, right? That's what we want to do. For some reason, the dog knows how to sing very well. Sudden. That's so funny. I'm an autistic person with disabilities. I got to say, personally, I love working with hyper working line dogs, but definitely for most people, I would not recommend. Yes. So, and that's different, right? If match the dog with your personality, right? If you can fulfill this dog's needs, that's your job. That your job is to make sure this dog is calm and happy and healthy and taken care of. It doesn't just mean feeding it and loving it. A lot of times people think, if I love the dog enough, that's enough. No. Certain dogs need running. Walk isn't enough for some dogs. They need to run. They need to jump. They need to play with other dogs, and they need to catch things. They need, they need big energy exercises in order to burn off all that excess energy. When the dog has excess energy, and by the way, this is also true with humans. This is why we promote not being sedentary, and I got stuck in that too. I got stuck in a mental loop being sedentary, and it was horrible. And I learned I have to be moving. I have to be moving for my mental health. I have to be moving for my body. And it is no different for a dog. They have to keep moving. They have to keep doing these things. This is what keeps them happy and healthy. You can't love a dog into happiness if they're not being fulfilled physically, right? So keep that in mind, right? I want a hyper poodle now. If I'm going to match a dog's personality with mine, this world couldn't take it anymore. And you know what's funny? I'm so big, like my personality is so big. Everyone always assumes that I love hyper dogs. I do not. Outside of being social, I'm chill. I'm just like, nope, I just want to chill. I just want to do my thing. Get food, maybe, I love a lazy dog. I'm a lazy dog person for sure. But see, I know that about me. So the next time I get a dog, I'm going to make dang sure it is a lazy baby. And we could just be lazy babies together. And that'll be great. And it'll also help me, I'll use the lazy baby to train other dogs, right? Teach them to be chill. So my dog, oh yeah, Curly. Yes, my dog will alert when someone is not feeling well and will alert to me. 100%, that's Gracie. And yeah, oh God, she's so impressive. I love that dog. Could you tell me what the collar you use on a Doberman to help with pulling and how you use it? She listens when inside, not outside. If you see this, thank you, and thank you for making it. Oh, you're welcome. So, okay, here's the thing. I would work on walk training in the house. Like, do you mean she walks in the house with you or listens in the house with you? I want you to actually practice trying to train your Dobie in the home. Now, here's the thing with guard dogs, okay? Guard dogs have been trained on collars like prongs for so long that they've developed something that we call collar smart, okay? And by the way, you only should ever use a Herm Springer collar. I hope that's how, I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. That brand is the only brand. There's a lot of really crappy knockoffs that's gonna hurt your dog and not work. Half of them don't work. Make sure it's a Herm Springer. I wish I got sponsored by them, but if you're going to use it. The thing is, so they become collar smart. Half these dogs, you just put it on, you don't even attach the leash to it, and they all of a sudden are focused, okay? So with a Dobie though, because as we know, they're very sensitive babies, we want to make sure that, yeah, Carly definitely has a collar smart dog. And she's instantly calm on it, but then gets anxious on any other tool. So that's why for certain breeds, I'm usually prone to go to a prong first, just because statistically, that's what keeps them calm. You pop it on, they're like, okay. And that's what you're looking for in the first place, right? You're looking for the calm behavior. So, but what I don't want you to do is get these big honking things, okay? So I'm gonna, actually, you know what? We're gonna do a little prong PSA, all right? Because there's a lot of extremes, right? This channel, I'm all about I'm in the middle, pretty much with everything. It's context, situational, and safety, okay? So we always wanna work in the middle. We're not doing extremes here. I can't stand that nonsense because the world doesn't live in extremes, guys. Like, it's so bananas. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, it's crazy to me that this is just one size up. You're going to see the difference and you're going to be like, what the hell? If I can get this untangled. Okay. So, this is what most people put on their Dobies. And this is what I put on. See the difference? So I'm going to take an individual one off. And for the record, I use the little one on German Shepherds and Dobermans. But Rottweilers, usually you want to use the larger one. But it's not the largest, okay? So this is what most people use, and then this is what I use. Now I'm going to show the sideways. So this is what most people use, and this is what I would use. All right. Now the design of it, you see this little part here This is the goal is to have this tiny little part. This is the part that goes under the jaw, okay? And I've like myself on this. So here, it goes like this, okay? So it's just a little tiny like that, all right? And, or sorry, it's more like this. There we go. It's just a little bit, right? So even if I wanted to like shove it in, it only goes like a few millimeters. That's it. That's as far as it goes. And we're talking about dogs with big, thick skin, you know, and especially if they have a fluffy coat. Come on now. So it takes a lot for them to actually, like, a dog could drag you down the street with this. Let's be honest, okay? They might question it a little bit more on the big honking one. They might question a little more on this guy. But this guy, come on, right? So we definitely want to use the little guy. This is 2.25 millimeters thickness. The size is in the thickness, okay? So that thickness, so it's this. And you can get little rubber thingies on top of here. Some dogs just don't work as well with the rubber, but you can get little rubber things if you're concerned about the feel, right? So it's the thickness difference. That's the thickness difference, okay? So we want the little ones, especially for Adobe. Little ones, okay? And we want to have more prong than chain, okay? The reason being, again, safety first, right? So, for example, by the way, always use this. Do not use this because this tends to come off of the leash. I don't know why. I don't know why they did this. Drives me nuts. It's so thin, comes right off in the middle. So then your dog's gone. So use the big thick one. Okay, so what I would do, I only like, for me personally, I only like a couple inches of give because then your dog can only shorten it by 2 inches, which is very manageable. It's not, you're not in ouchie territory at all. But 4 to 6 inches can be an ouchie territory. And that's why I don't like the super long, big chains. Even on martingales, I hate that there's so much on a martingale because the whole point, the thing is that you can't have it loose. It can't be loose, guys. It will not work and it will hurt your dog if it's loose. It has to be well fitted. You can still squeeze a finger in there, but it has to be well fitted for it to work, which is why we don't want a lot of it to be able to be shrunken, right? So I take a zip tie and I do this, I customize it for every dog that I see. And I zip tie the chain so that it's just a little bit of tightness, not a lot of tightness. Now this one's not too bad. However, this stupid thing has way too much chain. And, oh, I've already zip tied it. Look at all that extra chain. That's insane. That's crazy. That's so much extra chain. That's at least 4.5 inches. That's so wild. And that's the excess. It's probably like 6 inches. Absolutely not. That can cause you choking out your dog. So we want to make sure to shrink the chain because, again, the goal is not to harm the dog. The goal is to produce oh my God. Attention. We want focus. That's it. We want focus. Where'd the mic go? Ah! Oh my God, guys, I'm dropping everything. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so what the goal is for focus, not harm, right? So, yeah. And again, a lot of dogs, especially guard breeds, are naturally collar smart. Why not use it to your advantage? It's not harming the dog. You're not being an asshole. You're not, you know. So, like, come on. It's not a big deal, right? At least in my opinion. Again, as long as you're safety first. But yeah, honestly, that's exactly what I would use. Otherwise, you could try a martingale. Not sure how effective it would be. Depending on how fearful your Dobie is, some of them do well with the gentle leader or the no pull harnesses from the top part, the front, the chest. But if they're really fearful, that's why the prong works, because it gives them something to focus on other than stranger danger, right? That's literally, you know. I just saw how that comment could be taken after I almost choked on water. Okay, hold on, what? Okay. Speaking of collars, what the fuck, Jack? Wait, what? Oh, I'm missing something. Okay, I don't, okay. What do you call the opposite? Like my bully mix will try to choke herself on a collar. So yeah, actually, but in a harness, she doesn't try to yank my arm off. Then use the harness, girl. Bull breeds. I don't like to put a collar on a bull breed, personally. Because unless again, it's a short chain prong, because any other collar, they will choke themselves out. Here's the other thing. Because the prong's spaced out, okay, it has divots when it tightens, right? So it's not like a choke where if it's just the chain or if it's just the material, it's not a choke. It's like this, not this. So they can still breathe, they can still talk if it's done properly, right? Whereas a standard collar and whatever is going to choke them out, and they can literally choke themselves out because they're so stubborn. But yeah, sometimes front clip harness, I'm a huge fan of front clip harnesses for bull breeds. Huge fan, because they will choke themselves out. Like they're just that breed, you know what I mean? And again, try a bunch of different things. Sometimes gentle leaders, some bull breeds do really well on gentle leaders, right? So maybe use a gentle leader. Try. Some people are prong first, some people are other stuff first. Try whatever you feel comfortable with first. That's my suggestion. Use that first and then try something else, right? Yeah, it's kind of hard for small dogs for the commerce. Yeah. Instantly to squeeze and yeah, exactly. Good. I'm glad we're both missing it. I'm like, I don't understand. I didn't see anything crazy. I don't know. There was a comment that was flagged that I didn't see, but I don't know if maybe it like people saw it before it was flagged. I don't know. I'm lost in the abyss of comments. You're right. I am. Okay, I finally got caught up. It feels like the opposite of color smart, so I don't know if there's a word. Oh, I don't know if there is a word for it. I don't use it though. You know what? Whatever works. Whatever works. If the back works, back works. Personally, for me, with harnesses, I like, if you're going to use a back, make sure the pressure's under the armpit. That's my whole thing. I prefer the pressure is under the armpit. It's a lot easier on the dog. But again, every dog is different, right? What may work for one dog won't work for your next dog. So just find what works, and that's okay. If you have to try a few different things, that's okay, right? I just got a new kitten. Oh, congratulations. She's 2 months old, and my other one is a year. Oh, good. They're responding. Oh, good. I'm glad. You're welcome, Katie. Is there any way I can encourage gentle behavior? With cats, so here's the thing. Cats are really good with boundaries. Do you mean gentle behavior with you or gentle behavior with the other cat? So while you answer that, I'm going to encourage this other person to ask the question about service dogs. So go ahead, Hayat, ask about the service dog, and Mina, let me know if you mean gentle behavior of your cats with other cats or with you. Queen has lost her privileges, has she? Oh, good, I have water. I'm like, oh, parched. Parched. Boop. It's just water, I swear to God. It's so funny. It took me a while to catch up, and now I gotta wait. Speaking of cats, how can I get my cat to stop battling and stalking other cats? Like in the house or outside of the house? If it's outside the house, well, first of all, that's just playing. Just so you know, they stalk each other for fun. So I don't know if you want to necessarily do that because that's just how they play. When cats play, guys, it's going to sound like they're fighting. Just so you know, it's, you know, are there service dogs for special anxiety? I have social anxiety and autism. It kept me inside the house for a while. So it's, okay, so you need to understand something. Service dogs, no. Support dogs, yes. So anxiety doesn't qualify you to have a service animal, which is used to save lives. So understand an emotional support. The reason we segregate them is they are not the same. Yes, with anxiety and things like that, it's horrible. It sucks. It really is. But it won't kill you, okay? If you're blind or have epilepsy or something like that, the dog will literally save your life, like actually save your life. You could die without the dog. And so that's why we make the very clear distinction between a service animal that will save your life on a day-to-day basis versus an animal that helps you just get by life, that helps you move through life. But you're not going to perish without it. Do you know what I mean? Now, the level of autism that you have also plays a factor. So what you need from that animal is what distincts between it being a service animal and it being just a regular emotional support animal, okay? So it gets down to what your needs are. Now, it's kind of a public area. I don't think you want to air out your thing. But for anxiety, usually people find comfort in just the companionship of having a dog that can protect you, that makes you feel safe. That would be an emotional support dog. And that's just basic obedience training. Make sure your dog is calm, listens to you, structured, is fine in public, things like that. If your dog misbehaves in public, the dog has no business being in public. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. If you want to have any kind of medical service dog, they need to be properly trained. You don't get to just call them, get a doctor's note and say, oh, my dog can be reactive all they want because it's a medical dog. No, that's not how that works, just so you guys know. Okay, I'm not saying this to like boo-hoo you or anything. I'm just letting you know the reality of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's all that is. But I love me a good emotional support dog. I train lots of them. Some of them give pressure, some of them get meds, some of them lie on their lap. Like, there's a bunch of different things that can be done with anxiety and training your dog. I just wanted to make sure that you understood the distinction between the two. Yeah, especially in the heat. Hydrate. Thank you, Carly. What dogs would you recommend for a couch potato who likes to focus on training and short walks? A bully is good. Bully breeds. It's the newer bully. They're raised to be quite chill. If you don't mind big dogs, Great Danes are actually fantastic lazy dogs. Bernese Mountain Dogs they only need like an hour and a half to 2 hours of walk a day, and then they're good. A little bit of training, a little bit of obedience, and they're fantastic. Maltese dogs, if you want a little dog, you go the other way, get a little Maltese. They're very chill, very calm. If you do the training, a Chihuahua can be a great dog too, but you got to do the training, right? I'm sure there's a bunch more that are really good, that are super chill. Irish Wolfhounds, I've been told, sometimes can be really cool chill dogs as well. I mean, there's a lot of medical issues, but a English Bulldog also, but a lot of medical issues. Pugs, same thing, a lot of medical issues, but tend to be pretty chill. A little bit of, again, just a little bit of obedience, a little bit of training, make sure they get their walks, they're good. Easy peasy. An older stray or an older feral would be probably a relatively chill dog too. Your palm is hilarious, Ultron. Gentle behavior with the kitten. They are bonding well and they will sit at the window together and watch outside. It's just when the older cat tries to play with the kitten, she plays too rough. Oh, the older cat playing with the kitten. In that case, monitor them and make sure you have gloves on when you correct your cat. So we're going to do this with cats, but we're not going to do this with dogs. I need to be very clear on this. So when the cat is playing too rough with the kitten, block the cat and take the kitten. But we don't do this with dogs. It's a very different thing with dogs. With dogs, we correct a moment, we let them continue to play, correct again. Cats don't do that. We got to be very extreme with cats, okay? Because they will not take the hint and they'll just keep going, especially if they're in play mode. They have a hard time stopping when they're in play mode with cats. So we want to literally stop the play. We're like, nope, too much. Back off, give me the kitten. So then she learns when she hits a certain level, if she doesn't stop or calm down, the kitten will be taken away from her. It registers differently to a dog. The dog, they don't figure out it out the same way. they need to keep playing in order to figure it out. They need just a pause, whereas the cats need to X the play altogether. Okay, so for the cat, block the cat, take the kitten, have a little timeout, wait 20 minutes, a half hour, let them continue to hang out again. With that being said, if no one is home, I would segregate the kitten from the cat, put the kitten in a bedroom and the cat in another room or something like that. Okay. She stalks and definitely not play. It's of stranger cats mostly. Okay, so if it's stranger cats, I'm going to assume the cat is partially outdoor. Otherwise, why are you having random cats in your house? And if you do have random cats in your house, your cat definitely will be attacking them. That's their territory. Cats are very, very territorial, especially female cats. Very territorial. People tend to forget females are very territorial, period. Same with humans. The females are very territorial. It's part of the nature, right? So if that's the case, nothing you can do. Unless you can magically stop the strays from coming onto your property or your area, there's not a thing you can do. That cat is going to be territorial. Either that or keep the cat inside. But if the cat's an outdoor cat, they might be miserable. So unfortunately, there are some things we simply can't control, and that's one of them. Sorry, I know that's not the answer you were looking for, but it is what it is. The kitten cries, but the cat doesn't stop until the kitten hit. Okay, hold on. If the adult cat stops when the kitten hisses, they're fine. Then they're communicating just fine. Then that's fine. As long as the cat stops when the kitten hisses. So understand, when they're playing, it can sound really bad. It can sound like they're fighting, but they're playing. The hissing can also be a part of the play. But if the cat stops when the kitten hisses, that's the kitten being like, all right, enough is enough. And the cat is respecting the kitten's wishes. So then you don't really have that much of a problem. But for safety reasons, go ahead and segregate them when you're not home. If you want to do like what I suggested, stop them and remove the kitten, that's okay as well. But with this new information, it kind of sounds like they're taking care of it on their own. So I'm 100%, I'm picking on weight distribution on harnesses as well as motion and restrictions on legs and how it sits in the body. That's why I'm debating making her a harness. Her current harness works. Girl, my whole thing is if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Like if it works, it works. If it doesn't harm her, it doesn't harm her. So if you want to improve on it, by all means. But if it works, I see nothing wrong with it. As long as the dog isn't in any pain, as long as the dog is not fearful, we're good. An anxiety disorder does qualify since that can kill you, but that service dog may or may not be needed 24/7. Just anxiety, no disorder isn't enough to qualify. So, okay, having anxiety and having a specific anxiety disorder for a service. Okay, you know what? Let me rephrase this. Hold on. Understand that different countries and different regions have their own laws. So I'm coming from a place of Ontario, Canada. Okay, so in Ontario, Canada, now something that we don't have that kind of pisses me off, we actually don't have any form of certification for service animals. There's not a single ID card that you can get through the government that proves that your dog is a service animal, and it drives me mental. They originally did it eons ago to help disabled persons be able to get a service animal easily and not have to go through the bureaucracy and blah, blah, blah. But with the huge influx of people pretending to have service animals because they got a regular dog, or like they just got a doctor's note, I think that we really should have some kind of regulation where the dog just has to prove that they're common public or whatever, and then they get a certification or something. They have to do a test. They should have to do a test to be actually labeled as a service animal. But anyways, some regions do have them though. A lot of regions have them. So let's first understand that this is regional. The laws are different region to region around the world. All right, so I'm coming from a place of Ontario, Canada. I do not know what the laws are like anywhere else, right? Because I don't work with that anywhere else, right? So keep that in mind. Now, there are certain anxiety disorders that are debilitating. It's usually severe PTSD. That's different. People with those types of disorders can absolutely get an actual service dog. But again, the question is it extremely difficult or are you going to die? You know what I mean? That's huge. And it's not to minimize anxiety. I'm not minimizing it at all, but it's not death. It might feel like you're dying, but you're not. You know what I mean? Like, and in certain PTSD moments without a dog, let's say Army, for example. If you come back from overseas and you have really bad PTSD, you could harm your family. You could harm your friends during a PTSD moment. So having a service animal to help keep you focused and not X your family, for example, very needed. But I need to sit down and be away for people for an hour to calm my nervous system. That's a totally separate situation, right? So it's not to minimize it, but it's to also not minimize the severity that a lot of these service animals, why they're a service animal. You know what I mean? Because then we're minimizing those guys, and that's not fair because they could literally die. Like any minute they could die. So it is what it is. I'm going to stop on that because I think I've been rambling too long about it. So yeah, so the okay, no, sorry. I think I answered it, Zebra. Let me know if I did not answer it though, because I want to make sure that I am answering. Okay. Night, Katie. Have a good one. Sorry, I don't know how far down it is. When Laura said, make sure to put your gloves on, you know it's going to be war on your hands. I'm not trying to fight anyone here. This is supposed to be a happy educational channel. Remington Dale. And not any dog is cut out to be a service dog. Yes, especially that. One of my dogs does tasks like alert, seizures, and such. Excellent. But not ready for public access. So not a service dog. Thank you. Maybe someday, but not yet. See that? Oh my God, I love you. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right? Like we got to make sure that they can be in public spaces because like that's a service animal has to be able to be calm and focused on you. Because here's the thing. If the dog is too busy focusing on other things, then it's no longer performing its medical service, right? Like the dog has to be able to focus on the handler and or their person the whole time they're on vest. The whole time they're on duty in public, they got to focus on you, not other people, not other dogs, not other smells, nothing. They cannot react to anything in order for them to perform their job. That's why. That's why we're very strict on that. So, you know, even when I was a bouncer and I'd get someone coming in with this little dog that's freaking out over everything and they're like, oh, this is my service dog. I'm like, no, it's not. Get out of here. I don't even have to ask you what the dog is for. This dog cannot come into establishment acting like that if it's going to help you medically, right? It's not even paying attention to you. So exactly how is this dog going to help you? You know what I mean? So, but I'm glad that your dog is able to help you with your seizures. That's huge. And also very few, like there's not a lot of dogs that do that. So it's really great when we do find those dogs. So that's fantastic. Yeah, exactly. I agree. The cat boba tea. That's it. Like it's the question of the severity is what it comes down to. But again, it also comes down to what does here's the question isn't necessarily, and this is the hard part people have. The question isn't necessarily what is your medical condition. That's almost irrelevant. The question is how does the dog save your life? That's the question. What does the dog do to save you? What does the dog do to prevent you from dying, from severe harm, from physical harm, things like that? We have to be specific in what the dog's role is in this situation. If the role is nothing, if they just have to exist, that's the difference, right? If they're just applying a little bit of pressure, that's different than, for example, getting your medication, alerting you that you're about to have a seizure, breaking your fall. There are some dogs that break falls for people with epilepsy. Seeing eye dogs, helping you cross the street, get to your destination without getting run over, things like that. Like these are things I think people don't realize. These are the functionalities of the dog. It has almost nothing to do with your medical condition at all. So your medical condition, when we're assessing service dogs versus emotional support dog, has nothing to do with the illness. It has to do with what is the dog's job. And that's what we base it off of, is the dog's job. So, I mean, I don't know if that helps to not take it personally. It's kind of hard not to take it personally. But okay, I foster puppies, and one of my foster puppies is showing early signs of aggression towards his brother and other dogs. Do you have any tips on how to make sure the new owners are capable of handling this? Ooh. I don't know if you saw me. I saw this at the beginning of the video, but I did a lot of calm leadership, and then them continuing the calm leadership. What you can also do is direct them to my book. If you go to born the number 2, the letter B, wild.ca, it's a PDF and you can purchase it and give it to them if you want. And it covers, you definitely want to focus on communication and calm leadership, because that's how you get the dog to want to listen to you. That's the whole point, is to get the dog to want to listen to you. So then when your dog wants to listen to you, you can be like, hey, correction, we don't do that. So now in the meantime, when the dog is playing with the other puppies, this is what I want you to do. You're going to have to correct the dog twice the first few times, okay? So when they're playing and the dog's being too aggressive, like have your hand in between the two dogs, be like, that's enough. And let them continue to play. If he does it again, that's enough. He's going to do it a second time just to confirm that that's the action you were correcting, okay? So the second time isn't because he's trying to be naughty with you. The second time is for him verifying that this is in fact what you were correcting in the first place. Okay, that's what that was. Now, if he does it a third time, segregation from the other puppy, timeout. Do this every time he plays with the dog if he's being aggressive. Okay, that's usually your best bet. And putting him in timeout. Have a leash attached somewhere to somewhere safe and heavy and be like, nope, timeout. You need to go there and chill. Make sure he's got toys. Don't just leave him hung up, or not hung up, oh my God. Don't leave him tied up there with nothing to occupy himself. Make sure he's got something to occupy himself with, but he's in a timeout. And then, you know, repeat the process with the new owners, give them my book. It'll help everybody out a lot. Now, ideally, they would buy my book too. Zebra, not for me. I was thinking for a friend and her service dog. She also has a thing where she will suddenly lose complete mobility. So her service dog does several things. Even my dog can help counter. See, that's different, right? Like it's a physical, they're helping her prevent an injury, prevent harm, right? The dog is helping her to prevent her getting hurt. That's very different than having an anxiety attack, right? And so then what the dog would have to do to help her physical mobility is what we would base our judgment on. So the fact that a dog has to help her with physical mobility, probably maybe even being able to detect before it happens. So being like, hey, you're about to lose physical mobility. I'm going to warn you about that. That's an excellent thing to teach your dog. And then, of course, receiving any medication or anything like that that she would require. So that would put her then into the service dog category instead of the emotional support dog category. The kitten doesn't understand that the cat is trying to play with her. She'll either sit there and stare gently and bat at her. Okay, no, that I don't know what happened, guys. My phone went weird. Sorry about that. Okay. I'll be honest, Mina. I think your cats are doing fine, and I think you're freaking out. Now, I would need to physically see the cat's behavior for me to really know what's going on. But it sounds like they're fine. But I mean, it's kind of tricky for me to say without seeing it. Curious, Laura's thoughts for the dog, the handler for the without mobility. Okay. Which is both people and business owners get scammed into believing this is a thing. Yeah. Oh my God. Sorry, the three above were for the kibbutz. Oh, okay. Lily girl, thank you. They did not get the correct socialization from his mother because she unfortunately passed. Oh, that's so sad. Yay, back. Okay, good. Yeah, something went. There was a weird pause there for a hot moment. I mean, here's the thing. Like, as long as they're communicating, one of them is making a sound that stops the other from doing the thing they don't want them to do. That's all that matters. As long as that happens, then you're fine. The problem, thanks for gold star, Laura. Boop, you caught up. I lost track of time. Oh yeah, the cats. So yeah, as long as they're communicating, one makes the sound, the other one stops, and that was the point of the sound, you guys are fine. It's a non-issue at that point. I can take a drink of water now. Oh, don't worry, honey. It doesn't take much for me to lose my thought. Oh, man. I'll do it mid-sentence. I'm telling you, perimenopause is a trip. Just mid-sentence. I'm like, what was I saying? Like, totally mid-sentence. No distractions, no nothing. My brain just went, fun times. Now, okay, I'm pooped and I'm starving, so I'm gonna go have something to eat. Thank you guys so much for joining and watching my live. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope it was entertaining and as well as educational. As always, thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much. This community is amazing. I somehow found the nice side of the internet and I'm loving it. So thank you guys. You guys are awesome as always. If you want to hang out some more, check out my Discord channel. I pop in every now and again and we chat a little bit. And I will see you guys Thursday. Actually, you'll see the new movie thing on Tuesday. I'm going to warn you, the mics might have been a little off. I'm so sorry. We're working on it, guys. We really are. We got brand new mics, so the new stuff will be fine. Yeah, so I'm going to see you guys live Thursday, 7:30 on YouTube. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Remy. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Love you guys. Have a great day. Take care.